Or why do we feel it's easier to advocate for somebody else, especially another woman, than it is for our own self? Because, kind of going back to, where we really started, is women have a problem for advocating for ourselves, for negotiating to get what we want in life, to speak up, to say what that is. But yet we actually do find it easier to do it for other women.
Yeah, actually, my research shows that women are much better negotiators for other people than they are for themselves. So it's true, because we have the confidence that my friend deserves it, or the person I mentor deserves it, or my employee deserves it. And we also know that we're not going to get pushback for it, because again, this doesn't cross a norm line, because society has deemed it okay for us to say, yes, I'm going to support this other person. And so we don't have that worry about negative pushback, because it's really okay for us to advocate for others.
Oh God, that's so true. And at the same time, I feel like not advocating for ourselves and worrying about the fact that we may seem like too aggressive or too arrogant. I feel like it's a form of self-sabotage, because then we don't go actually after what we want and even see if it's possible.
Yeah, it's hard to know. Is it self-sabotage if you hold back purposely because someone's going to nail you if you cross the line? It might be self-preservation. That you're looking at it and saying, okay, like weighing the costs and benefits. Like, I'm an economist, okay, so I have to do that, weigh costs and benefits. And certainly there's a benefit to negotiating, as you well know. And if the cost is too high, we might actually rationally and correctly say, maybe I'll hold back here. And so I don't want to paint too dismal of a message, though, because there are ways that you can negotiate really effectively that doesn't produce that backlash. And that's really what I've been trying to work on in my career, is how women can do that.
Oh my God. Thank you for pushing back on that, by the way. That was so powerful, because you're 100% right. And so now let's actually talk about how we actually begin then to start negotiating. So let's say people are listening right now and they're not advocating for themselves. They're not speaking up, whether it's in a relationship or business or even a dynamic with family. There's so many different variables of situations that we can be in where we don't speak up for ourselves. We don't negotiate to actually get what we want. So what is that very first step if someone doesn't even have the confidence in thinking about that they have the right to speak up in the first place?
Well,